Hello girlies, welcome back or welcome if you're new to this channel and happy 2026. In this video I'm going to yap to you about my reflection of 2025 and my goals for 2026. Let's start yapping. 2025 felt like a very heavy and tough year for me, so that's why I think it's important to reflect, because during my reflection I found out, oh, hold up a second, it was actually quite a lovely and good year. It was not as tough as I thought. I actually had quite a few good memories. I had a lot of fun. I found new crafts. I made even better friends. Actually 2025 was quite a good year, and especially when I was doing my recap for Instagram and I found out that I had so many fun, happy memories when I was looking through my pictures of 2025. I was like, wow, 25 was actually quite a nice year. So what I did for my reflection is I always just look on Instagram, Pinterest and all the socials to see what kind of questions are popular this year. And based on that, I do my own reflection. So I put a few questions down for myself, wrote my answers, and that's how I did my reflection. It took me a bit of time, like 45 minutes to do my reflection and my goals for 2026, but it always helps me to clear my mind and see what I want to achieve this year. So one of the questions I asked myself this year, I have my journal with me, so sometimes I will read out of my journal because for the life of me I cannot read all the pages I wrote down, you know? But one of the questions I asked myself was, what brought me peace and joy and how can I keep it in 2026? Because between all the negative and dark days, there are quite a few things that brought me joy and made me happy, but how can I make sure that I keep that in 2026? And one of the things that made me very happy last year was being creative. Doing all my crafts, doing all my hobbies, spending time with friends doing crafts. And most of the time I don't give myself the time of day to put energy in my hobbies or my crafts, because I was like, oh, well, I will do tomorrow, or I will just lay on the couch and be on my phone. Well, no, because actually those hobbies make me happy. So what I want to do in 2026 is focus more on hobbies and doing my crafts and having fun with friends, because it makes me happy, and being happy is so important. And even when I don't feel happy, like coloring in with my color books and my gorgeous alcohol markers make me very happy. So why would I not do that and try to give myself a little bit of happiness that day? One of the other things that I would love to do a little bit more is spending time with my girlies outside of the gym and outside of work, or outside of a quick cup of tea. I would love to spend a little bit more quality time with them, because this year showed me that I have amazing friends around me. I'm so thankful for them. If I think too much about them, I'm gonna cry. They're so special to me. They made my year. Oh my god, I'm really crying. Well, I'm not Aline if I don't cry. They really made my year. I'm very thankful for such amazing friends who are there for me, but also who can have fun with me, who do crafts with me, and also listen to me when I have to cry, or when I need to air my heart, or when I just need to take a breath. And I love to be there for them, but they're also there for me, and I'm so thankful for them. So yeah, I would love to spend, I would love to spend more time with them this year and just focus on being with them and making more happy memories, which I'm very excited for. And one thing that brought me a lot of peace and joy was my partner. He's my ride or die. He's my rock. That sounds so cliche and so cheesy, but it really is. I don't know what I would do without him. So I cannot wait to make more memories and hopefully buy a house this year together. We hope. We'll see. But yeah, those things give me so much joy and happiness. So I would love to spend a little bit more time on them. Another question I asked myself is, what drained my energy in 2025? And how can I get rid of it for next year? And the thing I wrote down was my freaking phone. That thing is toxic. I'm looking at it right now because I'm filming on it, but my goodness, that thing is toxic, especially social media. Hopefully this year I can try and get my screen time a little bit down and just spend less time on my phone and reading more, doing more crafts and spending time with my loved ones, because my phone drains too much energy, and probably for you as well, because that thing is toxic as hell, and I think a lot of people are struggling with that. So maybe let's try and make 2026 a less phone year and less screen time year, because we deserve a little bit less screen time. Then one of the questions I also asked myself is, what is the hardest thing that I overcome in 2025? And I wrote down in my journal that I would have loved to write down that I overcame my eating disorder and my body image, but I didn't. When I realized that, I cried a little. Not a little bit, a lot, because that's one of the things I worked very hard on and I thought was quite under control. But at the end of the year I found out during therapy that actually it's not where I want it to be, and I'm actually not doing amazing on that front. So it's quite hard, but I think the thing I overcame in 2025 because of that is that I decided to get back into therapy this year. It's quite a hard decision, but I'm happy that I made it. Last Wednesday I had my first therapy session back, which was very scary. I don't know why I was scared, because I went back to my eating disorder psychologist, and she's amazing. I love her. She is so good at her work, and I feel so safe and comfortable yapping with her about everything that I feel and the struggles I experience. So I'm very happy that I'm back with her. I don't know why I was scared. I didn't need to be. I'm so happy to be back with her and working on my eating disorder and my body image. But I hope that I could write down that I overcame that. But I think I overcame the feeling that I didn't feel when I went back to therapy. It was not that I failed because I needed to ask for help again. That's not failure. It makes me stronger. And it makes me an even better person that I go back to therapy. And I'm trying to work on myself. So I think I overcame the feeling of failing. So yeah, I'm quite proud of that. One of the questions I also saw online, which I thought was very fun, is the question, when did you feel the most like your future self? And I was like, wow, that's quite a fun question. One of the things I wrote down was that I felt most my future self during my first official book club. In next few videos, you will see my book club video, but I organized my own book club. I started my own book club, and it's one of the things I wanted to do for ages, but I was scared to do it. And then a while back, I had a conversation with a few very inspirational people who said, just go for it, just do it. And now I'm doing it. So I have a book club with 7 of my friends, which I'm so excited about. We had our first kickoff event at the end of December, and the end of January is our first official book club where we're going to discuss our first book, which I'm so excited for. But I think that moment felt like my future self because I was doing the things that I really wanted to do, which made me very happy. At the end of December, I also did a 3/4 high rocks as like a warm-up training for my official high rocks at the end of January. During that high rocks, I was like, holy shit, I'm doing it. Like, I felt so strong. I was dying, don't get me wrong. I was dying, but I had a lot of fun. I did it. I was strong. I had my friends yelling and screaming for me on the sides, and that made me so happy. I feel so loved and proud of myself. So I think that showed me that I have it in me. I'm strong. I can do hard things. So that hopefully showed me a little bit of my future self as well. And then one of the other things is that I felt during all my time spending with my friends that I'm so happy that I have a friend group right now that makes me so happy, that makes me feel so loved, that I can really be myself with, and they can be themselves with me, which makes me completely proud and happy and excited that I have this group right now that I have so much fun with. So hopefully we can make so many more fun memories in the future. And I support myself of being myself for the rest of my life with the people around me instead of trying to fit in. Because that's just not me anymore. I'm happy that I learned that in 2025. What are the few things that 2025 teach me? Well, do you have a second? The things that I wrote down is that I can be more positive. In 2025, I was quite a negative girly. I don't know where that came from, because in general, I'm a very positive, happy girly. I don't know why I was quite negative. It's not very me, so I don't get it. But I wrote down I can be more positive in 2026, because 2025 was not a very happy, thoughtful year. I'm stronger than I think I am. 2025 really teach me that. I'm so much stronger and I'm so much more capable of doing the things that I want. Also, looking for help again is not failing. Asking for help and looking around you and telling what you're struggling with is not a failure. Also, 2025 showed me that I'm quite a kind person. And it's very strange to say out loud that I think myself as a kind person, but I actually really am. And I'm quite proud that I am. Like, it makes me happy. I love caring for others, and I'm very happy that they experience it like that as well. But I am really kind, and I'm quite proud of that. So why not say that out loud, you know? And then I made a list of 20 things I accomplished and that I'm proud of 2025. And I think during the questions I already answered quite a few that are on here. It was very fun, and I would really recommend you to write 20 things down, because after a few you're thinking like, okay, well, now I have the 10 most biggest ones that come to mind. But if you take a little bit longer, you found very small little things that you're also very proud of. For example, that I'm so kind to my loved ones, or that I'm finally wearing more colors and glitter and clothes that I feel comfortable with. It feels small, but for me that's actually quite big. Another one is that I'm trying to listen more to my body. Sounds small again, but for me it's also quite big and it is quite hard. So I would really recommend writing down 20 things you accomplished or that you're proud of over the last week, month, year. It shows you that there are so many little things you can be proud of, even if it feels heavy, and even if your year maybe felt heavy. I have 20 things I can be proud of or that I accomplished this year. That's a lot. Like, even if the year was heavy, like, wow. And it's not even talking about the memories I made or the holidays I went on or like the time I spent with my loved ones. Like, just saying, please take the time to do that, because that will make you probably very happy and it will show you how much good things you're doing. I also made a 2026 more or less list. Also, again, quite a trend online. What do I want to do more of in 2026 and what do I want to do less of in 2026? I already quite discussed this. Like, I want to be more creative. I want to spend more time with my loved ones. I want to have more fun during movement. I want to take better care of my body. I want to listen more to my body. I want to bake more. I want to try more new recipes. I want to garden a bit more. Hopefully, me and my boyfriend will buy a house this year with hopefully like a little balcony or a garden where I can try and build my own vegetable garden. That would be my dream. And I want to do more blossom. I want to grow on YouTube. I want to be more present online and show my side of my life. And the things I want to do less of is my screen time. My phone. I want less of my phone. I want to think less negative about me and myself and my body. And I want to be less negative in general. I want to spend less time on things that don't give me joy. And I also want to spend less time with people who don't give me joy or who don't give me energy. And I want to spend less time laying on the couch on my phone in the evenings and go to bed earlier and read a bit more in bed, because that makes me happy and makes my mind quiet. That's my more and less of 2026. So after my reflection of 2025, the 20 things I accomplished, the more and less list of 2026, I had quite a good overview of what are my goals for 2026. And they are as follows. I want to grow on YouTube and Instagram, especially with Blossom, because it makes me so happy. I love editing. I don't know why I don't do it often. I'm trying to get at least a video out every 2 weeks, but I would love to do at least one a week. That would be great to me. So that's what I'm aiming for. Another thing I would love to do is complete my first High Rocks. It's at the end of January. So if I reach that goal, I already reached it at the first month of the year, which would be great. And I would love to read 80 books this year. Last year I read 81 books and I would love to read at least 80 again this year. It's just a fun goal to have. If I don't reach 80, that's fine. If I reach over 80, also fine. Reading is for fun, but I think sometimes it helps me push and challenge myself a little bit more to read books outside my comfort zone to like reach the 80 books, which helps me along. And then I had a few things that are not specific goals, but I just want to do more of. Like, I want to focus on hobbies. I want to focus on taking care of myself. I want to focus on reading more non-fiction, because I have a lot of good non-fictions on my TBR card over there, but I'm just not reading them. I'm not sure if they're good books because I haven't read them, but like listening to the reviews. I have quite a good few non-fiction books on my TBR card and I'm not reading them, which is a shame if you ask me. I want to bake more and I want to try more new recipes. I want to journal weekly, because journaling makes my head quiet, but I've tried to push myself to journal daily and it just doesn't work, because then a few days I'm slacking and it feels like I'm not doing it enough and then I'm negative about it. So I want to try and journal weekly. At least one evening in the week, I want to write down how my head is doing, how I'm feeling, and that's quite important to me. And then every year I try, not every year, like over the last few years, I am choosing a word of the year. And this year it's confidence. I just don't feel confident enough to do a lot of things. I don't feel confident enough in my body. I don't feel confident enough to do the things that make me happy, doing the hobbies I want, looking at my body and being happy. Like I really struggle with being confident in myself, but also in the things I do. Confident in my work, that I'm doing good enough. Confident that I'm a good friend, a good partner, a good daughter. Like, I want to be more confident, because I should. Like, I have so many reasons to be confident about, but I don't feel it. So this year I really want to focus on trying to feel more confident in myself and believing more in myself and doing the things that make me happy. That's my 2026. I'm very excited for this year. 2026 feels like it's going to be my year. To be honest, 2025 also felt like it was going to be my year. And I think it partly was and it partly wasn't. And that's also completely fine. So I'm trying to put less pressure on it this year. Who would have thought? But yeah, 2026 is gonna be a fun year. I have a few fun things planned already in a diary that makes me happy. Going away with friends, doing fun things with the girlies, and spending time with my partner. Like, I'm very excited for 2026. My High Rocks is in 3 weeks. No, it's not in 3 weeks, it's in 2 weeks. Oh my god. It's coming quickly around the corner. I'm excited but also a bit scared, but I can't wait. A lot of people who I love are gonna watch. And that makes me happy that I have my little support circle around me during my High Rocks. And there's so many fun things planned. Like, I have started my book club this year. Like, there's book club plans for the next 3 months. Like, for the whole year we're gonna do a book club every month. But like, we already made plans for the next 3. Like, that makes me so excited. I'm finally doing the things I want. And I have so many fun ideas for Blossom on YouTube. I'm not as active on Instagram. I would love to be a bit more there as well. But if you have any fun video ideas for Blossom on YouTube, I would love to hear it, because yeah, I would love to rock it this year, you know? Let's go. Let's try and make 2026 our year, or just carry on from 2025. If 2025 was a good year for you, just carry on. You don't have to be new year, new you know? I think that's the thing that's toxic on social media, and what makes our phone toxic is that everyone is yapping about new year, new me, I'm gonna change everything and everything is gonna be better. And it's also fine if you don't. It's also fine if you don't have goals. It's also fine if you don't do a reflection and you just like to listen to this shit yap that I'm doing. You don't have to try and be a better person. You're already a good person. You're already worthy. You're already loved. Like, you don't have to change everything. This just helps me and my mind to realize that I'm doing fine. I'm doing wonderful things. I have enough to be proud of. I'm excited for the things that can bring a new year to me, but I don't have to change everything. Like, my movement is going amazing this year. Would love to carry it on for 2026. My relationship is very happy and healthy. Would love to carry on in 2026. Me and my friends are doing amazing. Would love to make more memories with them. Carry on from 2025. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to change everything. I just want to add a few little extra sprinkles to make the year even more happy and better. Don't worry if you don't have a list. Don't feel the pressure to have, because everyone is doing it. It's not worth it. It's not. Just do whatever feels best for you, whatever suits you. You're just a human being. You can choose whatever the frick you want. It's your life. You don't have to follow everyone online. Yeah, I really wanted to say that. But don't forget that you're loved and that you're worth it, because you are. Like, whatever goals or reflection you did, or if you didn't, you are worth it and you are loved. And please never forget that. Okay? Deal? If you haven't subscribed, or if you haven't left a comment or a like, please do, because I would love to grow this platform this year. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you. If you're still here at the end after all my yapping, how the hell did you do that? Thank you so much for your time. I really, really appreciate it. I wish you a lovely evening. Don't forget to chill and take a deep breath, and I will see you next time.